Yo. Hey, yo. Hope you're all good out there. It's Wakey here. And today we've got a much requested cleaning tutorial video.
I realise that work is not your forte.
Well, this is the easy way. Storz and Bickle Veazy cleaning tips. That's right, we're going to look at how I clean the Naranga Banger in detail. And this video will show how I do things adapted for my site. And since I've been dry herb vaping for a while now, I've improved some of my techniques. And a shout out to Blaze Head Shop in Wakey Town, where I get all my dry herb vaping consumables like Isoprop and glob mops. So check them out online or on Silver Street in Wakefield. And for this one you will need some Isoprop, some spare gauzes, some kitchen paper, a glass Pyrex tub with a lid, and a dental scraper or something similar. And I use a glass oven dish to work it. Hack number one, guys, put your white towel down to make spotting your parts easier. And hack number two is to put Isoprop into a glass Pyrex with a lid and use it as a cleaning bath. Now the next hack is to make sure the Veazy is warm before you set to task. And this makes removing the Veazy honey much easier. And you'll notice the cooling unit lid comes off in very much the same way as the Veazy does. I open with a flat implement, and you'll notice there's no secondary screen like the rectangular one that's in the Veazy, and that the unit splits horizontally using a sliding motion, and it'll just come off. I then use either the scraper or the orange S&B tool to remove the blue seal, and there's a notch out of the short side of the unit, not on the long side like the Veazy. Now as I strip each part down, I pop them into the Isoprop bath, making sure to scrape any resin from the chimney using my dental tool. And prior to putting the bottom section into the tub, pop out the gauze and get rid of it. Then I'll scrape any excess resin from inside the cooling unit lid. Now I also clean between the ridges in the design on the outside of the unit with Isoprop, because you'd be surprised how much grime it collects. And if needed, I'll chuck that in the Pyrex too, but that step wasn't needed today. Now whilst the parts marinate, I'll take a small amount of alcohol on a swab and then clean the seal around the body. Then I'll go and get my rubber gloves, remove the pieces from the bath, and then I'll scrub them with my super hard smoker's toothbrush that I use for cleaning my devices. I'll save the Isoprop and I'll use it a number of times. And next, it's super important to make sure that we rinse the parts thoroughly and dry the parts completely. Otherwise, the unit blocks up even quicker. Now, once I've rinsed it, I use kitchen paper or a rag for the drying job. And it's super easy to put the Veazy back together. It does take some practice if you're visually impaired. It's just getting used to sliding the cooling unit sections back together again. And after a few tries, you get it. And side note, I've realised how much better the device performs with the S&B gauzes installed rather than the generic silver screens. Comment down below if you've noticed this too. So we just put it all back together and we're done, guys. Now, as with the Veazy, it's easier to build the unit in place on the body and install the lid. Yeah. Now shout out S&B for this pocket rocket. And these are kind of simple Veazy cleaning ideas. These hacks will make maintenance jobs almost efficient as S&B themselves. And stick around to find out what Jürgen watches when he's back from the office. And shout out all the subs, all the viewers and commenters. Yeah, love you all. And don't forget, code Wakey10 over at storz&bickle.com. Exclusions apply. Sub if you found this useful. Lots of love, you guys. I'll see you in the next one.